Well, for me, I've never been to Brazil before, so this was an eye-opening experience, and you have to learn the language of everything you do. It's a pleasure to be able to see so many galleries representing so many different artists and the different ways that pictures are made today and in the past. I need to understand this, and this is a great opportunity. Well, photography is everywhere. Maybe it always was everywhere from its beginning in the 1840s. It became a new language. It is a language that is developing, and it's developing on its own. It appears as objects in galleries and in museums, but it appears as images in everyone's telephone. We communicate visually, we communicate non-verbally, and I don't think you can be alive today without understanding the power of the image. The question is, what are those images doing? How are they changing us? How is the art maker going to compete with the power of those other images to be able to say something new and exciting? And those are questions that we're having to deal with, but I'm not afraid of it. And the Metropolitan is collecting art in every different way in which pictures are being made with cameras. It's a lens-based art. It has responsibility to the creative impulse, but it also sells things, it shows what's wrong with this life we live, it shows what's right. I don't know what a universal language is. What is a universal language? Give me an example and I'll tell you whether photography is. I think it's something that we have to pay attention to. You can't be alive today without having to deal with this thing called photography, and that's great. It poses problems for us to understand it, not just in the art area, but in journalism. You know, is photography a truth-bearing medium? What does that mean? Is it evidence? What is it evidence of? Is it art? Of course. Is it not art? Of course. It's everything. It's a problem. It's a beautiful problem.
I've been coming to Brazil for 20 years, but mainly dealing with visual arts as I worked at the British Council and worked very often at the Sao Paulo Bienal. I have been keeping an eye on Brazilian photography over the last 20 years and are well acquainted with some of the big names like Miguel Rio Branco and others of his generation. What really excites me, of course, is the middle generation of Rosângela Reno and Michele Costi. We've just recently shown those artists at the gallery, as well as some of the classicists such as Geraldo de Barros. And now what I want to discover is the new young generation like Sofia Borges and her equivalents, because I find that there's a lot of energy here, a lot of good thinking around the image, and I'm very excited by the little that I've seen so far. So many contemporary artists draw on their immediate predecessors, and that's sort of necessary really for them to find their own voice. So there's not a contemporary aesthetic that unifies Brazilian photography, as there isn't generally. There are certain trends that I'll be discussing today also in my talk, but there aren't things that are geographically that specific any longer, because we share photography in such a different way because of the internet in the 21st century. Well, the thing I like about all young photographers or new ones is their capacity to reinvent the medium, to question it, and to not repeat the stereotypes or the cliche or what has been done and said before, and to find new ways of expressing their ideas with the medium itself. So I love photography as an object, so I'm very keen on that, but I'm also interested in the digital turn and the networked image and people who only work on the web with photographic images. So both things really excite me.
Olha, uma paixão enorme pela fotografia, pela beleza, pela liberdade de expressão, pela tolerância, pela crença muito grande na arte fotográfica e na convicção que eu sempre tive, uma convicção de que existia no Brasil uma produção fotográfica artística que ia para além do fotojornalismo. Era um olho com muita liberdade. Isso me ajudou muito a colecionar de uma maneira muito espontânea. Ao mesmo tempo que eu tinha informação sobre a fotografia, eu sempre circulei no meio fotográfico, sabia e sei das coisas, quer dizer, do métier da fotografia, mas eu sempre preferi, talvez, me guiar pelo meu olho, pelo instinto, pela intuição, pela sensibilidade, obviamente, pela inteligência, tudo isso vai junto, eles não são separados, né? Então, como eu não tinha ninguém me dizendo, isso você pode comprar, isso você não pode comprar, esse tem futuro no mercado, não existia mercado na época, né? Então, eu pude apostar, por exemplo, Cássio Vasconcelos com 19 anos. Rosângela Reno me apresentaram num festival de fotografia em Ouro Preto. Ela morava em Belo Horizonte ainda. Eu vi as fotografias. Ela não era conhecida muito, pelo que eu sei, fora da cidade. Eu fiquei fascinado combinei e tive na coleção, por exemplo. Eu me aposentei da carreira diplomática, então eu tenho mais tempo para me dedicar totalmente à fotografia e pronto, estou muito feliz com isso, com o fato de já ter deixado a coleção no Museu de Arte Moderna do Rio de Janeiro. Então, é um legado que sempre para mim foi muito importante. Eu não queria jamais e não quero levar essas fotografias para catacumba. Que, aliás, eu não vou para nenhuma catacumba. Vou ser cremado, não quero catacumba. Então não tem lugar para eu levar essas fotos. Ou eu dou elas em vida ou perco.